Hey, this is Joe Gilder from Personas, and in this video, I'm going to answer this question from Real Music. Is there a shortcut to fit content to fill screen? Yes, I'm shooting a video about this right now. Reply. Boom. So thank you, Real Music. Where have you been in my life? We finally found Real Music, everyone. Let me show you how it works. So we've all been there. You've got a session that doesn't have to be huge, but it's a little bit bigger, and you find yourself zooming in for no good reason to do something. And then you say, oh, I want to get back to seeing everything. Well, so you zoom out horizontally, then you zoom out vertically, and you're like, well, let me make that a little bit bigger. Oh, shoot, that's too, okay, oh, that's too small. And you just got to barely scroll and get that spot right. It's not as easy as one would think it would be. I've got a keyboard shortcut that does it for me in one button push. Let's zoom in. I'm going to press Z on my keyboard. Bam. Now, if you try this on your system right now and you don't have it set up like I do, this will not work for you. Let me show you how to set it up. The first thing you're going to want to do is open up your browser over here and just grab the edge and bring that sucker out, and you'll see there is a cloud option here. You're going to log into Personas Exchange, which is where you can share things like, here's the list, macros, effects change, lots and lots of cool stuff. Come up here and just search for Zoom Overview. And there it is. Zoom Overview by Tino Tambaki. Thanks, Tino. And if you don't have this installed, there'll be a button here to install this. So when we press that, if you come up here to your macro organizer, you will see it added to your list of macros. A lot of these macros are included with Studio One, but you can create your own. It is really flexible. Or you can just be like me and be lazy and use macros that other people created. Double click on Zoom Overview. We can see, here's a list of commands we can add to a macro, which is just insane. And here is the actual macro. It's going to execute this list of commands in order. So when we activate the Zoom Overview command, it's going to select all. It's going to use the zoom to selection option that we have available inside of Studio One, and then it's going to deselect all. All of that is happening in a fraction of a second. You don't see each step happening. You just see that everything zoomed like you expected it to zoom. Now we have to do one more thing. From here, we have the Zoom Overview macro, but we need to map that to a keyboard shortcut. As you can probably imagine, I've got a keyboard shortcut to get me to my keyboard shortcuts, Option K. But if you're not cool like me, I'm kidding. Of course, you're cooler than me. If you don't have that, you can just click on Studio One, find it in the menu where it says Keyboard Shortcuts. Okay, now we're going to search for that macro, Zoom Overview. Oh, look, there it is. And all we're going to do, all we're going to do is select it. Let's assume I didn't have a keyboard assigned to it. Select it, click right here, press whatever keyboard you want. I recommend Z because it's delightful. Hit Assign, hit Apply, and now you, too, can zoom in and zoom out to your heart's content. Big thanks to Gregor for showing this to me. I had a version of this that I was using, but it would always zoom like this, and it wouldn't actually fill up my screen. This is a much better looking and more usable thing to have. So steal this idea, apply it to your sessions, and no longer get lost in the weeds trying to figure out how to zoom back out because you've just zoomed in too far. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.